Amanda Berry with New to the Street, brought to you by Sekur. This is your Secure segment, and this is your weekly hack. Joining us is Alain Ghiai with Globex Data, the leader in Swiss-hosted private and secure communications and data management. Okay, Alain, now we're talking about photos, sharing photos. A lot of people love to do it, but it's all fun and games until someone gets hacked, right?
That's right, Anna. So thanks for everyone for watching. So, a lot of people love to share photos and images. We spend our life on social media with some people. I've quit that 7 years ago. And what happens is when you share a photo, usually people use WhatsApp. It's the most ubiquitous messenger in the world. Essentially, two things happen. First of all, when you share an image with someone else, that image that you receive on your phone is also recorded on the device. So this latest craze now with the hackers is essentially a lot of people use photo filtering to look good or to have special effects on a sunset or what have you. And that creates a bug, and a hacker can get in through those photo filtering system and essentially steal not just a photo, but obviously everything that's on your phone. There were reports of crashes on WhatsApp, but the big problem is that everybody knows people use WhatsApp. So if you have a phone number, and there was some breaches of privacy on Facebook lately that we'll discuss. If you have a phone number, anybody can go and try to hack it because they're going to assume that you have WhatsApp. And the problem is that when you send images back and forth in WhatsApp and most other applications, those photos, those media images are being stored on the phone as well. Like if I get an image, a joke from someone or a photo of their, wedding or something, it's going to be on my phone even after I delete from the so-called WhatsApp, delete for me, delete for everyone, and that's a problem. So that's a critical issue.
And let's reiterate this too, because I remember getting some new filters and everyone's doing it. And then you think, oh, well, I want to join in too. But that is extremely dangerous when you start altering your face, right? And you're using these apps. Again, why is that a no-no?
Well, first of all, using these filters now triggers a hack. That's number one. Number two, I always say now, reduce carbon footprint, also reduce social media footprint. Imagine if malicious people would have your photo. They take your photo, they can basically Photoshop or do whatever they want, create identities papers. They can commit a crime in your name with your photo on it. They can do a lot of stuff, right? And now with the biometrics and the face recognition software, once they have your photo, they can create a fake ID with your name and everything on it. Because, on Facebook, we have our life. On the phone, you have your addresses, so they can basically get your photo, your name, your date of birth, you name it, and create fake IDs and commit crime in your name. So it goes very deep. This fun thing of sending a photo and sharing it, I'm not saying don't share photos, but use it with an application that's secure.
Talk to us about why Secure Messenger is different when it comes to photo sharing.
Sure. So talking about secure and security. So what Secure does is when you share what we call a media, which typically is a photo or a PDF or something, what we do is we don't store it on the phone. And that has to do with how we don't require your phone number. So when you use another application and you send a photo to someone, that recipient will have automatically that photo stored on their phone forever until they delete it. And that creates the hacking problems. Whereas when you use Secure, we have this buffer, and we never pull the photo down to the phone. So if I send you a photo and you see it, and then let's say you delete it because we have a self-destruct timer that wipes out completely even in our server, that photo will not be on your phone. It wouldn't have pulled it automatically without your knowledge. It's just a very common thing, and we don't realize it. So I would recommend using Secure Messenger if you absolutely want to send media back and forth. At the very least, nobody knows you have it because we don't ask for phone numbers to sign up, and also we don't pull the media on your device.
Good to know. Talk a little bit about updating apps. Why is it really important to do so?
So updating apps and even operating systems is important because there's always new threat, cyber threat, all sorts of things that come. And a lot of these companies, they try to basically, find a solution and fix it. And you need to have the latest software available in whatever system that you use, because they would have gone through those bug fixings and whatnot. So I always update, I use an Android, so I always update whenever the Samsung tells me to update. I use applications and always update to the latest version because it adds extra layers of security. If you have an old version of an application, the danger of being hacked and being compromised is a lot greater than if you updated it. It's the same with computers, right? We talk a lot about mobile phone now, but we should talk about computers. If you have an old version of Microsoft or Outlook that hasn't been updated and there's been so many threats on it and hacks, and Microsoft fixed it, you want to have the latest version. And by the way, if you're a business and you're watching this, every hack on average costs businesses $3.7 million per intrusion, according to IBM. So the costs are enormous for something that's really easy to do.
Well, so our takeaways: buyer beware, but it's really poster beware. If you're going to post it, beware, because it's all fun and games until you get hacked. So reconsider posting photos, reconsider the filters, and always update your apps, right?
Definitely. Poster beware. Whatever you post on WhatsApp, consider that it's public domain. So be very careful about what you post. By the way, WhatsApp just got fined $250 million US by the Irish government for breach of data privacy in the European Union. So that's quite a lot. So even without hacking, just the privacy alone, they breach privacy all the time. And $250 million is really nothing for Facebook. So be aware, be careful, think twice, and reduce your social media footprint if you can. And of course, update your software at all times.
I'm taking this advice with me as well. And I appreciate this technology. I appreciate this information. And it's always great speaking with you, Alain. And I look forward to more. Thank you for joining us on New to the Street.
Thank you, Anna. See you all next week.